to remember that your business is important. You know, hitting those milestones, scaling, whatever that looks like for you, because it's going to look different for everyone else. You have to remember you. And I think I got a little bit lost, and I'm going to get a bit emotional here. You can get a little bit lost, I think, in your journey. And that's why I said having the right support around you, having the right network is really important for different levels. And I didn't have that. And that's something that I wish I did have. Things might have been a bit different, but I would say a little bit of advice wherever you are in your journey, and especially if you're scaling, is remember who you are and remember what is important. The business can wait. Look after yourself. And I strongly believe that everything starts with you. And I know you touched on it, Kelly, as well, about if you're not feeling 100%, or you're not having that confidence, or the things you need at the beginning stages, get them, because they will put you in good stead for the growth element that you're going to have if you are scaling and growing. So,
well, thank you for sharing that, honestly, because I think that will have shifted something for some people. For some people who are like, it's profit and growth at all cost, because that's what I have to do. To be given permission to say, no, actually, at some point, be kind to yourself. I think you said somewhere, be kind to yourself. Somebody said to you, you need to be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
And pause. And have those people around you that are fully aligned with that, like your partner saying, nope, why are you here? Off you go. Is so important. So it's really important for us to highlight that. This is a business, this is a program about scaling. But it's also the people that are scaling have families, have obligations. And I think if you don't have strong foundations, you just scale the bad bits too. You've got to be so careful of that. You've got to make sure you've addressed and recognized the bits that aren't working. Or you're just going to scale
100%.
them.
But it was also amazing, Helen, how you came around to like everything starts with you, and it really does. And I don't think that we hear that enough, like really hear it. You know, it's certainly for me, like 47, like 20 odd years in other people's businesses and my own. And it's kind of like, it comes at you, doesn't it? It's like, it just, it's kind of hard getting it all going. And then it's just like going. So you're like, break even and turnover. And then all of a sudden, like you are listening to the accountants and the management consultants, and you're growing, and you do want it. And of course you do. And you love like the mentoring of the teams and all of that stuff. But there is not enough interruptions and reminders. Like we definitely have to get really good at being okay. Like Kate said to you, like, babe, you're not okay. No. And having those trusted, really trusted relationships will have your back and go, no, like we are actually choosing that we value you and how you are more than like this next, maybe a couple of $100,000. Like, let's be honest, like every pitch, and it's all exciting. It's like the magazines and the well-being and the self-care. It's still separate from the thrust of this amazing, exciting journey. And I think we are literally, we're pioneers as women. Like we're like, look at the time we're living, like look what's going on in the world. There's so much that we can do. But actually, and thankfully I learned this after having our son, who's 13 now. I learned it really quick. I had to make a decision. And it was like, it's really simple. Like, what's your priority? And that it was it was like a smack to my body. Like, what's your priority? And I'm like, literally, I cannot choose then to be like a juggernaut running around with this business when I have the actual priority here or the actual priority here.
The priority here.
It's so interesting, isn't it? Like, it's not you really, really have to be shown and practice bringing that into the holistic nature of like, it's okay. And I know that deal's over there, and like it's competition and all the things, the pace is thrown at us all the time. But like, okay, well, but I'm choosing, because that be kind to yourself thing, and that remembering that it's you is actually where our power is. And we actually do get to reset the whole field when we go, no, the actual power is here. I get to stop and start, and I set the pace for my whole organization. And I think that is like, that's definitely the conversation we're in. Like, okay, it's busy, and then we can like, okay, pause.
Bring it back.
Like really pause. Yeah.
Taking that time out as well.
Yeah.
So then you did pause and calibrate. Tell us what happened then.
What happened then? Things changed. Things shifted in me, and when the exit actually finally happened, everything was sorted from a legal perspective. Everything just kind of felt a bit empty. I felt, what is next? Where am I going? What am I doing? I kind of hit a bit of a trauma. So I was in a trauma stage, and now I can look back and reflect, and I can see I was massively in trauma. I'd lost something that I'd loved. I'd lost something that I grew. I'd lost something that brought me a lot of joy. But I felt a bit lost. And when I kind of paused, it took me quite a while to realize that actually I'd spent so much time in this space and not actually looking at what was around. And I think for me, that was a huge shift. Fast forward then a few months, and I connected with somebody that quite literally changed my life. Sounds a bit odd and sounds a bit dramatic when I say that.
Not at all.
But it was that meeting that I knew that I needed this person. Well, I say needed, I wanted this person in my life, and they supported me in a completely different way. So taking away the business side of things, they supported me in a more holistic and well-being perspective that I didn't have in the business.